For the first time since January 23rd, so 15 games ago for Milwaukee, playing the Celtics, who are playing without Jaylen Brown. And there he is with that calf. Looks like he's getting up and down the floor pretty well in the first quarter. Some more from Giannis here in the painted area. He would play 6 minutes in the first quarter. Then he would go to the bench, and the Celtics would just blow the game open immediately. In the second quarter, he's still on the bench. Celtics are up by 10. We got a loose ball. We got Peyton Pritchard. He's going to give it up and get it back. He had 25 points and 9 assists. Celtics are up a dozen. Giannis would come back in. By this time, his team is down 18. And he's still doing what he can, working his way through for the left-handed slam. He was 7 out of 18 from the floor in his return. A couple minutes later, the Celtics lead is 19. It's Pritchard for White on the wing. He would score 18 in the game. Celtics by 14 at halftime. Third quarter, Bucks have cut it to 12. Giannis, again, doing what he can. This one good, plus the foul. He had 19 points and 11 rebounds in 25 minutes. But the Celtics just had much too much. Ron Harper Jr., Boston took 50 threes in this game. They made 20 of them, and they go on to the big win. And so we've got Monica McNutt and Kendrick Perkins up with us early this morning. And Big Perk, here's what I'm thinking of. Giannis coming back. I've heard a lot of people say, why would he come back at this stage? I'm remembering the last year that LeBron played in Cleveland, the second time. He played all 82 regular season games, made a push in the playoffs. They went deep. And I remember afterwards he said, I gave them everything I had. And I feel like there's something similar with Giannis here. He's going to give the Bucks everything he's got. He's going to go out there. He's going to go out on the floor. And then with the idea that this offseason it's probably going to be a time for him to move on, but he's going to show his loyalty to this organization and this fan base. This feels to me like a player who will be moving on this offseason. What do you see happening, Big Perk?
I see the same thing, Greeny, and we gotta give Giannis his flowers and show him a lot of respect for going out there, because he knows that this team is not, doesn't have a legitimate shot at making a real playoff push. But Giannis is doing this for the fans, and this is why we love Giannis. This is why he's one of former players. He's one of those players that former players love because of his competitive nature. His heart and soul is in Milwaukee. But I do believe that after this season, he's going to move on and move forward. There's nothing else, in my opinion, that the Milwaukee Bucks can do this offseason to make Giannis stay. I don't see that other disgruntled superstar that's going to be out there that they could bring in that's going to convince Giannis that next year he's going to have a legit shot at trying to win the NBA championship.
Monica, you travel around the league every single day doing the Knicks games, and so you're talking to people everywhere. Is that the vibe, a sense that you get is that we will see Giannis change places this offseason?
Greedy, there's like, if you told me on a scale of 100%, I'm like 70% there, but that 30% is also out there. Because here's the thing that gives me a little bit of pause. If he really wanted to go, he could have made us think he has the weight, he has the presence in the league. He could have done it at the trade deadline, but that would have required him to put his foot down in a way that we've heard he's very mindful of his legacy. Now, the relationship says, okay, I waited, and so now everybody can get a better deal in the summer potentially, but I just don't know if he's actually still going to push versus can Milwaukee sell him on any glimmer of a dream moving forward?
So Perk, I want to ask you about something else. I see your face, but I haven't talked to you in a long time. So I want to get your thoughts on the Bucks. They're 3.5 games out of the last play-in spot. I want to talk about the teams at the top. Show me the odds.
Yeah.
The Celtics, who won their 41st game yesterday, overnight the odds flipped. They are now the favorites at DraftKings to win the East. And I believe that is at least in part because of a feeling that Jason Tatum, who, by the way, today is his 28th birthday, that Jason Tatum is going to come back. So with that thought in mind, perhaps Tatum coming back, whatever it is he's ready to give them and however quickly he can ramp up. Perk, I just haven't talked to you in a while. We got the Cavaliers who added James Harden. We got the Knicks who are inconsistent, but when they're good, they're very good. We have the Pistons who have been the best team in the East by far from day one, but for whatever reason, people don't want to believe in them, or some people don't want to believe in them. Give me your top of the East right now. How do you look at the top of the Eastern Conference and the teams most likely? Big Perk.
Well, I still got the Pistons by a little bit over the Celtics, but Jason Tatum come back. That's gonna convince me to put the Celtics up top. The Celtics have the most has the most championship experience out of any team in the Eastern Conference. They have the best two-way player in the game who I believe should be the MVP. He damn sure is going to get my vote. And when you think about what they have, their culture, the coaching, the system, with the move that they made at the trade deadline, going to get Vucevic, and they have a dynamic duo. If Tatum comes back, that is proven. The other Eastern Conference teams, no knock, but it's too many unknowns. We don't know what Karl Anthony Towns and Mike Brown relationship is going to look like. We don't trust James Harden just yet. Donovan Mitchell has never led a team to the conference finals. The Detroit Pistons still have inexperience. They only had one playoff run. So it's a lot of unknowns with those other teams. We know what the Celtics are capable of doing.
I think it's interesting that those odds flipped and suddenly the Celtics are the favorites. With Jaylen Brown, Monica, you're from a player's perspective. What are they if they get Jaylen Brown back, and how quickly can they become it?
If they get Jason Tatum back.
Excuse me, Jason Tatum, pardon me. If they get Jason Tatum
I got
back.
you, Greeny. Don't worry. They basically, I'm not going to say they return back to their championship form, but they're very, very close, right? Like, that was the tandem of the Tatum and Brown thing. And as much as we've said, yes, things shift if he's back on the floor, but we made it a thing years. Could those guys play together? And all they did was figure out how to play together and win a championship. I don't think Tatum would come back if he was going to be a detriment to his team in any capacity. But what I like most about the Celtics squad is they are very aware of who they are. It's very clear. They have roles. They go through Jaylen Brown. If Jason Tatum comes back, he will have the role that it looks like for this particular season. But they play hard. You look at them in the net, the offensive rating, the defensive rating, all the metrics are there in terms of this team being an absolute threat.
All right, one more thing I want to show you, Perk, before we let you go here. I showed this to Shefty earlier this morning, and he almost freaked out. I want to show you this. This is the new head coach of the Florida Gators, John Sumrall, being welcomed to the Gators by an actual Gator. Big Perk, how comfortable are we with this?
I'm very comfortable. You know, my nickname when I was with the Celtics was Swamp Thing because I'm from the swamp. So seeing Gators and being around Gators, that's a normal thing for me. Most people see dogs crossing the road. I grew up in an area where we would see Gators crossing the road. That Gator is harmless. I'm telling you, I have one in my backyard that be floating in the lake. I call him Gregory. He's good.
Why Gregory, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, I just named him Gregory because I see him every morning.
It's an interesting choice of name.
Out of control.
Gregory the Gator. Okay. Big Perk and Monica, thank you for getting up this morning. We'll give our regards to Greg the Gator if you see him again later this morning.